Greetings, friends. Eric here. Wanted to come at you today with a little bit of sage, a little bit of wisdom on the implications and exploration of wholeness. So I've been feeling into this myself on my quest of enlightenment, quest of self-understanding, quest of self-awareness. What is wholeness? And really feeling into this, I feel like the question is encouraged when in a state of solitude, am I feeling lonely or aloneness itself? Am I in a state of desire or longing, or do I feel fulfilled? And am I in a space of true contentment, or am I addicting, right? So this is essentially alluding to, and my own self-inquiry is a reflection of the general populace and mass awareness of the collective, right? Because how many people in this world have addictions? How many people in this world feel unhappy and unfulfilled because there's something missing from their lives, even if they have physically every need, desire, and want met, there's something still missing. Even attributes of ambition and appetition and all these different things, satiating every single niche, there still can be something left that is desired. And what it comes down to is feeling full within the self. I feel like for us to really get to this state of understanding and exploring presence, there is an aspect of us that has to acknowledge the anxiety or the difficult emotions associated with this lack, and therefore this desire to grab or attach or control external circumstances. We have to move into that space first to really get to a deeper satiation of what it means to be whole. And what I found in exploring this myself and becoming more transparent to myself, there is a seeming density that is created in resistance. Resistance to what is, resistance to not having, or not having a circumstance or a relationship, what have you, whatever may be applicable in your life. But what we have to do really is approach this existing density within ourselves and sit with it. We have to be brave enough to be uncomfortable and sit with the discomfort so we can actually explore where this energy that is suggesting we're not whole and complete, where is this coming from, right? Where is it coming from? And so we can do a lot of work around these difficult emotions to either try to transmute them or transcend them, to accept them, what have you. But then also moving into the question of where is it coming from, right? So if you can feel into a deeper space of where this is coming from, there is some sort of awakening that begins to occur where this energy of limitation and lack density starts to dissolve, because what you have been experiencing as anxiety now becomes inspiration or excitation, right? Fritz Perls, who was the founder of Gestalt therapy, said that anxiety is excitement without the breath. So having some degree of presence, right, to this energy. Because remember too, there is an energy current in our body. There's an energy current in our field. This is reminiscent from the moment of creation. The Big Bang is moving still vortexing and doing all sorts of alchemy within us, right? So it's not, I don't think the goal is to become numb and to become completely equanimous, right? I think there is a degree of that, but there's also a degree of moving intentionally in that equanimity, right? And feeling into feelings and being present to wholeness. And the truth is, we're already fucking whole. That's the funny thing. We're already perfect. We don't have to wait till some other time to feel our wholeness. We don't have to wait till we're in a state of perfection to express ourselves or be showing up, right? So I think this is one of the big things that differentiates most people on the planet from being just a regular person to a healer, okay? My feeling is that the healer is essentially exploring their wounds. They're exploring the pain, where most people dissociate or they numb themselves or they continue chasing to put a Band-Aid on their boo-boo, as opposed to exploring it and saying, oh, wait a second, no, that wasn't actually fulfilling. That immediate gratification wasn't actually doing anything for me, but perpetuating a state of unfulfillment. You know, some people wake up decades later into later life to this realization, right? So how to be the witness, how to be present. A lot of teachers have been sharing about the power of now, right? Eckhart Tolle, Mooji, Ram Dass. There's many of them out there who throughout the decades and centuries, even if you start going further back, beautiful philosophies and revelations on these topics, right? So part of wholeness has to do with resonance. Remember, we are already whole. So we really have to feel into the resonance, right? So the resonance, within the resonance, we find presence. And there is a residence within the presence that allows the signal to be clear. And so then we're showing up in our life, we're acting from a place of passion and expression rather than feeling anxious and closed off and uncertain, right? So there's a big energetic difference, and it may require some degree of death of the ego, death of who you thought you were. And then asking too, who is it wishes to hold on to this? Who is it wishes to hold on to these old stories? And then what you find is the ego becomes revealed. The pain body becomes revealed with presence too. And then the alertness begins to magically express itself in a way that you are now a facet, a living, breathing facet of the divine cosmos. There's nothing that you had to do to even come to that realization. You just had to become present. You had to become honest with yourself. You had to be okay with experiencing pain. You had to stop resisting your resistance to pain. So exploring wholeness, this is definitely a big part of what the awakening on the planet is looking like right now. May we all continue to explore our wholeness, and may that dynamic unfolding of what wholeness means for you, may that unfold in your life. These have been some insights and reflections on explorations of wholeness, and of course mindfulness, which I think is another word that you could sub for wholeness, mindfulness possibly, right? There's so many implications for dealing with anxiety, dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, dealing with attention deficit disorder, all sorts of different disorders of the mind, of the psyche, right? So, in addition to emotional health too, just being conscious of your emotions. What sort of emotions are being generated, maybe without even labels, and just looking at the energy, feeling into the energy, right? So may we continue to explore wholeness. Friends, thank you for receiving this message. My name's Eric. Wishing you a beautiful day. And may you continue to discover the resonance and the residence, embodied that residence within the presence. Yes. You're doing perfect. You're doing great. Until next time.